Pieces falling into place in this transfer window. That a quote and a tweet straight out from Fabrizio Romano. Everything is moving fast. Wan-Bissaka, bye-bye. It is done, guys. Wan-Bissaka is out of the door. The official announcement from United is not there yet, but the here we go is on its way. Plettenberg and Romano pretty much saying everything that needs to be said. And when Damashek from Sky comes out and backs both of that up to say that this is done and will be concluded today, we all know why Wan-Bissaka isn't in the matchday squad. Maybe it wasn't a niggle. We said it yesterday. He's gone. Lindelof, could he be following him short after? Manchester United, apparently, are definitely selling Victor Lindelof this window. He's grabbing a lot of attention. Some from Saudi as well, which may give United their best opportunity to actually get a decent fee for Victor Lindelof. All this, Zanderberg price set up, the Manchester derby, everything that is going on with Manchester United right now. Your midday Saturday afternoon show. It feels good talking football on a Saturday and having a game to watch later as well. Link in the chat for the watch along. More on that in a bit. Please give this video a like. 800. I'm not messing around anymore. We've got higher standards now on Forever United TV. Please, guys, it's free content. Give the video a like. Let's get them moving. Please hit that subscribe button. We are motoring again today on the road to 53k. Like, we hit the 50k mark. That 100k, that silver play button, we're getting it. Next year, we got to get it. Let's push as hard as we can this season, guys. Please do subscribe to make sure you miss out on nothing. We do so much here on the channel for Manchester United and every single bit of news. And it's only going to get more congested when that season starts, believe me. What's happening with Man United in the transfer window, though? That's what we want to talk about first of all. And it is that Aaron Wan-Bissaka is finalised. He is done, dusted, all but just needing a signature and medicals right now. That's where we're at with it. Let's go through everything that has happened and broke down in order today. Plettenberg was the first to drop this from Sky Germany earlier on. Manchester United and West Ham want to finalise the transfer of Aaron Wan-Bissaka today, and they will. Yes, movement from United. His medical is planned for the next 3 days. Done deal very soon. Florian Plettenberg moving forward into the next bit of news, and that has then come from Damashek from Sky. West Ham are now close to an agreement on all aspects of the deal for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Club to club, club to player deals are effectively done, while Aaron Wan-Bissaka's exit terms are also no longer an issue. So the compensation is there as well, guys. There is an increased confidence from all parties. The deal will now go through. Onto the next bit of news again, which was from Fabrizio Romano on his side of things. Next one for West Ham, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Nusa Mazraoui to Manchester United expected to follow. Everything is falling into place, he says. All pieces of the jigsaw puzzle. And there now being a domino effect with everything going on with Manchester United transfer-wise. Obviously, Wan-Bissaka will free up the room to bring in Mazraoui, and then Manchester United can concentrate and fully get the deal done alongside Matthias de Ligt, like we said earlier on. But more importantly right now, what we need to discuss, I think, is the situation with Victor Lindelof. I want to bring that up now, and I'm going to get into the chat and see where you guys are at with everything, because there's a lot to get through here. So, Caught Offside have said Victor Lindelof is set to depart Manchester United. He is attracting serious interest from several clubs in the Saudi Pro League and Italy. United are asking for a transfer fee of 6 to 9 million for the defender who wants a new challenge. Oh, music to my ears. Music to my ears. Honestly, it couldn't have started the day off any better than this. It really couldn't. Like, two players, let's say Deadwood department players. Wan-Bissaka, probably not, but needed to move on. Lindelof definitely in that category, who's been at this football club way too long. Way too long. And now looks like the end is here. Two big players. I mean, you look at it this summer. If you get rid of Wan-Bissaka and Victor Lindelof, Brandon Williams, Anthony Martial, Mason Greenwood, Donny van der Beek, it's not a bad start to INEOS's tenure at Manchester United and taking control of the football club. If you add Jadon Sancho to that, oh my God, thank you, Lord. They are elite. straight away. They have gone right to the top of the transfer structure and football structure table for me with that. This is like a breath of fresh air right now in what we're hearing. And I've said it all along, there's no way with the noises that are being made and everything going on with INEOS right now, all of the deals in place and the way that they have conducted themselves, that something isn't going to happen in this window. Everything now looks like it's going to fall into place. And yes, you could say calm down, Adam Stott, getting excited until it's official and we have the players in. It doesn't really count. I get that, I do. But I'm just looking at it today. Even the announcement of Collier, Amas and Wheatley being added to an officially added to the first team squad. Like that is official. They are first team squad players now. Things like that just fill me with confidence that United are moving in the right direction. Players leaving like Lindelof and Wan-Bissaka for decent money as well. That gives me with confidence as well. And Manchester United already actively have the replacements ready to come in. That's a lot of work to get through. That's an awful lot of work to get through, and they've got it done. Still time left in this window. We said it when we were talking about the Agate deal and the De Ligt one. Like, walk away, walk away. It's part of transfer negotiations. It's part of the transfer game. Like, you've got to play the chessboard. You've got to play it well. You've got to know what you're doing. We haven't known what we were doing in years gone by. And now we've got something in place at this football club that can deal with situations when they come up like this, and we all don't have to worry as much. We're just used to actually going into full-on panic mode and a transfer window completely falling apart, aren't we? That's what we're looking at, and what we was looking at, sorry. But now we're looking at a different ball game. Brilliant news that Wan-Bissaka is finished and done. Like I was worried at one point that this fee was going to be an issue. The compensation fee, reported 7 million that he wanted, but when you've got people in place that we have, like we have now with a structure with INEOS, you get things done. This is something that these players probably, and the agents of these players probably would have thought that they could just do what they wanted with and actually control this situation the way they wanted to, manipulate Manchester United into fleecing us again. And not anymore, no. It's not happening anymore. Manchester United, bang, there you go. We'll get this done. Since the news came out regarding that 7 million fee, our so-called compensation fee, or the news that we were talking about the other day, 3 days later, United have got over it, got it done, deal done, concluded. It will be finalised today. Wan-Bissaka is a hammer. We're seeing pictures of him in the hammer shirt already on Plettenberg's Twitter. He doesn't commit to anything unless it's fully over the line and done. It is finished. 18 million smackers in the bag. Whether or not it's going to come out that way because of the fee that's gone to Wan-Bissaka, I don't know. But if we're getting 15 to 16 million, I'm all right with that. I think that's just about acceptable. I understand he's got 1 year left on his deal, and we're sort of in the midst of losing the player for free. But when you look at that, you go, well, he's at the end 5-year contract. We bought him for 50 million. He's seen out his whole contract near enough, and we've sold him in his last year, and we've bought in 15, 16 million. Great football business. That's how football clubs run. He's given us everything. Like I said, he's contributed to winning 2 trophies in his time here at Manchester United. He's got us into the Champions League, I think, 2 or 3 times within his time, helped the team get there, and the riches that brought along. Obviously, we didn't utilise them riches because we had a load of shit running the football club. But I think this has been a proper football deal from United. We bought a player young that had a lot of potential. It's worked in different times and different stages of his United career. It's not been the best towards the back end of it. And we've sold him for a fee. And it's been able to upgrade and bring someone else in. This is how football is supposed to be. This is how United used to be. And we are now in a position where we're like, wait, let's move forward on to the next deal. Do you know what? I was more concentrating, like, I'm not bad about the ins at the moment, but if we can move Lindelof, then we're talking, wow, yes. We're talking, let's get moving here right now, because Lindelof pretty much confirms that another centre-back's coming. We're going to bring 2. Hermoso, I think, is coming in. I don't think United are going to turn away that opportunity. For a free transfer, experienced defender, we bring Yoro back. Extra cover, we cannot afford, like Ten Hag was saying in his press conference, with the structure of the new Europa League and Champions League, the way it is, the amount of games that we've got, he wants to go all out for the Carabao Cup, all out for the FA Cup. He said that as well. He wants to win a trophy. Well, we're not going to win the Premier League, so if we're going to win a trophy, he needs to be having a big squad to play all of his strongest 11 and rotate players around to get that trophy over the line. So, I look at it and go, Hermoso in, free agent, no fee. Delict in, whatever price we can get out of that. 2 centre-backs in, that's 3 overall this summer, with 2 leaving. 3 leaving, sorry, with Lindelof, Cambuala and Varane. I mean, Cambuala, he only came in towards the back end of the season, so let's not make a bigger deal out of that, but he did play a part in the season. So Manchester United getting rid of Varane, Lindelof and Cambuala, we're literally what we brought in for them. Like, if we get the right fee for Lindelof, probably 17 million between him and Cambuala. Not a bad business. In comes Euro, in comes Delict, in comes Amosa, and United are back to where they was, but I think stronger. Really, I do. I think we're strong. Obviously, we've got the injury to Euro, but still, I think we're in a stronger position defensive-wise. And the quality is better, I think. It is. You have to say it is. And then you've got real backup in that position. You've also got Amosa who can play left-back. If we bring Mazraoui in, he can play right and left-back. So we're kind of hitting 2 birds with 1 stone. Whether United do sell more people, and we are able to go for a Kodoglu like we spoke about last night. United have held meetings with Kodoglu's representatives. They are more than interested in him, but there are other priorities at the moment. And United, I think, are just making their intentions clear to Kodoglu and his people that they want him. They would love him at the football club. Don't go and commit until we have everything in place. It's a big ask, like I said earlier on, because players want to get settled in and ready for the season and know where they're going. But the players know in the transfer window, anything can happen all the way up to deadline day. So, Kodoglu, I think United are getting talks in with, like we did with Zanderberg, like we did with Fofana, like we have touched on with Rabiot, Amrabat as well in this position. And we have got plenty of feelers out holding on to players just in case plan A doesn't go to plan. But at the moment, it is Mazraoui will be coming in. And by Monday, Tuesday, we should have a here we go in the in and the outside of things for Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Nusa Mazraoui. They will be done. So, that's that out of the way. 6 to 9 million, guys. Get your thoughts in. I want to come to the chat now. Lindelof, Wan-Bissaka, give me your thoughts. Are you happy? Is this a good day for Manchester United? Is 6 to 9 million enough for Lindelof? For me, 6 million, I'm taking that right now. McTominay must be bomb-proof, says Thomas McArdle in the super chat. Cheers, Thomas, for that. He's just, I think he's down the peg. Look, I'm not saying Fulham don't come in for him. Look, I can see Fulham coming in for another bid. I don't think they're going to get Andre, who they have put a bid in for. It's been turned down. I think later down the line here, if United want to take Zanderberg, we've got an update on that as well. If they want to take Zanderberg and they want to get Agate, McTominay has to be sold. I think Zanderberg is a McTominay replacement straight out. Agate will be in, rotating probably with Casemiro. Well, then Casemiro could also cover an 8 position if wanted as well. So I can see there being a mix of players in there to do certain roles within Manchester United. I don't see Casemiro being an out-and-out 8 starting games, but he can come on and play that role off the bench if Agate starting to maybe rest Kobbie Mainoo. You've got Collier there as well if we're playing well enough to integrate in to that team. Obviously, Mason Mount, Christian Eriksen, they're going to be here still come start the season. I don't think United are going to be able to get rid of Eriksen like we said earlier on. So, yeah, McTominay, I still feel like there's a chance for McTominay. How can Chelsea City basically, every club besides United can sell players for a good price? I thought we had the best in class, or maybe they weren't the main men at Newcastle and City. Yeah, they were. I mean, Jason, you have to put it in perspective, mate. Like, Chelsea are in a position where they have sold their youth academy players. Like, we are not selling academy. If we got 25 million for Scott McTominay, you're going to argue that's bad business. Like, we got 27 million for Mason Greenwood, who is a clear issue. A clear issue. Like, Manchester United, give INEOS chance. They've already broken the post-Sir Alex Ferguson record for selling a player in the first summer in Mason Greenwood, who is up on all sorts of issue charges, like we said. And they've broken our transfer record after Sir Alex Ferguson. So, in the last decade plus, INEOS in their first summer have made more money off one signing than any other single signing in United's last 10 years. Let that sink in. So, yeah, they've done well there. They've got 10 million out of Cambuala, out of nothing. That's good business for a player that's had, 2 starts in a season? You saying that's bad, considering he was out of contract as well? Good business. There's nothing they can do with Varane, Williams and Martial, because United had already agreed before INEOS came in that they could not, that they were going to let them players go on a free transfer. Nothing they could do with them. And now we're looking at moving Wan-Bissaka on for 18 million on a player on his last year of his deal, having run it down to a point after spending 50 odd million. I think that's good business. It is. And let's judge all of these players that you're talking about. Let's not forget, Chelsea, Manchester City, they've had their structure in place and they're selling players that they haven't got on stupid contracts on at the right price. Let's see if INEOS can sell their players on that they have brought in at a similar price to what City and Chelsea are doing. That's when you can judge it fairly. We're dealing with carnage that was left from before as well. Let's not forget that. Everyone keeps forgetting about that. Please give the video a like, guys. Creeping up to 250. We've got over 1,200 in the room. Them numbers just don't add up. I'm sure if we've got 1,200 plus in the room, we should be able to get near 500 live likes, guys. Come on. Get liking the video, everybody. Thank you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. You won't miss a thing. Fair price. That for Lindelof. Thanks for the service and goodbye. Always thankful for his Iceman penalty in the semi-final shootout again at Wembley last year. Yeah, Gricker, I agree with that one. Fair price, move on. Wan-Bissaka and Lindelof are riding the club for 250 per week in wages, which definitely helps the budget. Yes, it does. Combined, that's what their wages are. So, yeah, nearly $250,000 saved a week in wages with these players gone. Mario Hermosa Price, says Eric, he's a free agent, mate. Nothing. Free transfer for a 29-year-old with the experience that he's got from Atleti and playing for Spain. Like, it's a no-brainer. I can't believe no one else has jumped on it. Played 45 games for Simeone last season. Free, mate. Free. I keep saying it. Get it done. Like, it's extra cover. Like, Lindelof's wages will be more than what Hermosa's will be. You get that done, don't you? Adam, each time you say Man United, my 3-year-old daughter says United as well. I like that, Pete. That's a good one, that, mate. Hope she's doing well and looking forward to the game. That's our little good luck charm for later. Hopefully Mason Mount is nowhere near the side today. Awful player. Ginge, come on. Give him a chance, mate. My biggest problem with the team is there are only a few players I actually like. Well, give INEOS a chance to change that for you then, Joe. They're only in their first summer. Let's not forget that. Selling Sancho would be a miracle. Do you know what, Anthony? Kaz said this to me before. Like, if INEOS managed to do what the obvious is now in getting rid of Lindelof and Wan-Bissaka and then get rid of Jadon Sancho as well, it'd be like, whoa, yeah. Now you're talking. That is decent. Like, let's not forget, like, Jadon Sancho's about to enter his 4th year. Anything above 30 million, I think, is a good deal for Jadon Sancho right now with his contract situation. Because next year he goes into his last. And we end up, again, with another player that he's probably going to just sting United and just let it just roll out a bit and take us for what he can. Or we get a really cheap price coming in. Look, United need to be clever with this right now. This season, this summer, is the right time to sell Jadon Sancho. If the opportunity comes around, I don't think United, and this is what the rumour is about, and like what Duncan Castles was saying, United are not going to stand in the way of making this deal happen for Sancho because they can't afford to. They can't afford to let this ride on for time now because Jadon Sancho probably won't be as worth as much next season because I don't think he's going to get enough game time this season. And that wage is not going to go anywhere. So while his wage is low this season, well, it's not because if we sell him now, we're not going to be worried about his wage. But you're still getting over 200 grand a week off the wage bill with him gone. Like, don't hang on for too much. Like, into the 4th year, we spent, 75 million on him? If you're bringing back between 30 and 40 million, you're recouping half of that transfer fee nearly halfway through his contract, or more than halfway through his contract. Again, similar to Wan-Bissaka, that's good market value and business for that transfer. Sell him on, get the wage gone. There's more people you can bring in that will affect Manchester United more. And like I said on the earlier show today, and what all of the journalists and everyone reporting in around Manchester United are saying is if United do sell Sancho, that's not just going to go into the coffers. That's going to go and be spent straight back on another forward. It is about football. It's about getting United in the Champions League and performing on the pitch and winning trophies. That's where United want to win their money. That's where they want the riches. They don't want it from sponsorship deals. They come in, coincide with United, like Omar Barada getting that extension from Snapdragon and more money into the club. That is working out as to be a massive amount of money. I think Snapdragon's investment into United now is just shy of $500 million in terms of the deal that Barada has just finalised as well over in San Diego. So it comes with success. It's no wonder Bleeding TeamViewer wanted out of Manchester United the way it was being run. Like, they couldn't commit with the shit that was going on. But now it's moving forward. Everything that INEOS are doing is to make Manchester United better on the pitch and help Ten Hag out. And that's how you have to look at it. Well, in my opinion, you have to look at it that way. Get in the comments, guys. Let me know. I'll only be happy when Maguire and McTominay have left. That's going to happen soon enough, Jason. They're not getting new deals. Worst case scenario, they both leave on a free. But judging how INEOS are actually conducting themselves and doing business, I feel like they will get something out of them too still. Whether it be this summer or next summer, I think they will find a way of getting around. Because let's not forget, they haven't had a lot of time to get to grips with United's situation, finances and transfer window. A full season in charge, being able to work in advance of a transfer window before it's even opened. And that gives them a better opportunity to get better deals done, in my opinion. So, yeah, we're happy with that one as well. Andrew says, at this stage, for both players' careers, their futures are elsewhere. A good result for all parties regarding Wan-Bissaka and Lindelof. Good point, well said, mate. Just chilling, seeing what happens, says Simon. That's all right. I like it. Good news coming, mate. Unfortunately, McTominay might well retire at United. Maguire will be here for one more season. I feel that as well. McTominay won't get a new deal from United. I don't think that he wants. I think he will be open. Like we already know that he is going to be. He's going to be open to a move if the right one comes around. And I just feel like that is still there. I do. I think it is still there for him, and United still will be open. Like, don't count McTominay moving away from United out this window. I think things will happen in that last week with McTominay. And that will open up an avenue for United. And this is why they're holding on to Sander Berge. Manchester United apparently have put aside 23 million for Sander Berge. Burnley want 30. And it's all expected that somewhere in the middle will do with a full package. So it will go no higher for United than 25 million with the add-ons if he hits certain levels. So that's where we're at with that. Over 1,400 in the room with us, guys. You legends. Keep liking the video. Let's get it up to 500 likes while we're live. I said I wanted 800 for the whole video. You're almost halfway there. Make sure you are subscribing as well, guys. Get your comments in and going through all of them now. Luis says, ambition does not equate to results. I can have the ambition to win the lotto and buy lots of tickets. That doesn't mean I will also, they restructured the entire club organisation. How is that not? Jin says, what I am supposed to be positive about. I am about to watch Scott Bloody McTominay again. I feel sick. You might not be watching him that much, though, mate. Like, he's a squad player, and if we get all the targets in we want, you might not be watching Scott that much this season. But if he comes on off the bench, you're going to score when he gets us a goal, aren't you, mate, still? Simon says, no Champions League clubs dropping into Europa this season. We're in with a good chance. No, I think they are, mate. Looking at the structure when I read it, there is Champions League clubs dropping in, pal. I think that's the way it is and the way the league's set out. It's weird because I think it's in... how did it work now? Oh, it was complicated. We'll go through it at the time. Like later this month when the draw is made, we'll go through all of that. But from what I read, you do get Champions League clubs dropping in still. There's just more games to play. It's ridiculous. There's actually playoffs for them to actually get into the Europa League. Something like that. If they don't qualify out of the leagues in the Champions League, and this works for Europa going into Europa Conference League as well. If they don't hit the mark within their league, then they go into a playoff bunch to actually qualify to then drop down into the competition below, i.e. Champions League into Europa, Europa into Conference, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's more games. You literally, if you don't qualify, say, for instance, Manchester United don't automatically qualify out of their league in the Europa League, they could play 10 games before playing a Europa Conference League game. And it's the same for the Champions League. They could have played 10 games before they drop down into the Europa League. It's crazy, the amount of games that we've got. And this is what Ten Hag and a lot of the managers have been kicking off about regarding the amount of games. United need depth. Good to have quality in depth, but we need depth desperately. Maxwell says, please, who is the player that played for Barcelona that is on a free agent that you're talking about? Hermoso didn't play for Barcelona. He played for Atleti in Madrid. Like, that's who it is. I think that's what you mean. That's the only one I'm talking about anyway. But yeah, that Zanderberg offer from United, they have put 23 million aside ready for that. As it stands right now, though, if Scott McTominay isn't sold, it's Zanderberg or Agate. Now, we talked earlier on, Agate is definitely communication with United and PSG has always been there, but it is rumoured to be a bit more positive now. And Manuel Agate is apparently, from this morning's reports, very close to an agreement for Manchester. Well, we know that Agate isn't going to say no, but between PSG and Manchester United, things have changed apparently. Where before, the 51 million that PSG want, United are going nowhere near. Manchester United apparently, according to the sources yesterday on Agate, have got 42 million that they will spend on Agate. That's it. 42 million, that's max for me, really. You're pushing 45 total, and that I don't think United would go to either. But United's valuation, I feel, is 42 million. I think that's not bad for Agate. If they really want him and that is their top target, then that's as far as they're going to go. I think conversations with Sancho and United, and that has brought about Agate, different deal going on right now. So if they get a good deal in for Sancho, PSG that is, then Manchester United might get a good deal back for Agate. But the money for Sancho is not going towards Agate. That's been made clear with all reports right now. Anything that's made from Jadon Sancho will go towards another forward, not Agate. United's money for Agate is already set and in place. It was always part of the budget. The three top players that they wanted was a defender, a midfielder, and an attacker. They've got the defender and the attacker in Euro and Xerxes. One more midfielder, and that was the budget without sales. Sales bring in the other players, the Mazrawis, the Delicts, obviously then the Zanderbergers, and any other forward if Sancho goes. That's how it's working United. That's what the structure is this summer, and that's what the transfer plan is for this window in particular. Glenn T with the super chat. Thank you, Glenn. No teams drop into Europa League or Conference this year. Honestly, mate, I read that there was, unless it's changed or anything like that. It was very complicated. I hope it's not the case because I can't be arsed with it. Honestly, I hope that's right. And if you guys are right, we'll talk about it. But to be honest, I did read, it was really complicated to read through. But from what I read earlier on, it was a case of they did drop in, but they had to play a qualifying match to drop into it. If it isn't, then, oh, thank you, God. That would be fantastic. That would be brilliant. But any less games in the Europa League is a good thing. So hopefully you guys are right. I'm not saying you're wrong, by the way. I'm just saying like the initial report I read had that in it. Whether or not it's changed, I haven't really looked into it for quite a while, to be honest. So hopefully that is the case. If it is, it's better. God, yeah, it's better. Please be the case. Less games is always better for Manchester United. So yeah, let's hope that is the case. But yeah, Manchester United also announcing today that Toby Collier, Harry Amass, and Ethan Wheatley will be Manchester United's first team players. They are now part of Manchester United's first team squad. We have a poll going up at the moment. Get voting on it. We've already had over 1,000 votes on the poll. Who will win the derby? Manchester United or Manchester City? 68% of you have gone with United today. I think Jack Grealish was supposedly out. Players like, I think Diaz, Rodri, Stones, Foden, they will not be in the Manchester City lineup either. Definitely not today. And that added to Jack Grealish as well. And yeah, that's it. Glenn says, top 8 qualify. Next 16 playoff of bottom 8 gone. Yeah. I get what you're saying now, mate. I get what you're saying. I'll look into it and make sure, because obviously I think there is. It depends how many's actually in the league. I think it's 9 in the league, and you play 8 games, don't you? And that's what it is. I'll look into it when it gets close to the time. Cheers for the supers, Glenn. Appreciate that, mate. It sounds amazing. Now I'm hungry again. That must be about the Xander burger. People making jokes in the chat, hey? Entertaining yourselves. Let's hope the entertainment is good this afternoon. Guys, top of the live chat is a link to TIFO where we're doing a watch-along. Please do come along and join us. We kick off around about 2:30. First watch-along of the season, guys, on TIFO, our new watch-along platform. Completely free. Just click on that link in the live chat right at the top, and you're on. You're in. Come and join us. Give me a call. Come and talk to me on the show. It's open. Get yourself on the video as well, guys, because a lot of the stuff that's going on the videos on TIFO this season will as well be going across to YouTube. So if you want to be part of the channel, there's your opportunity. I'm opening it up to everybody right now. So click on the link and join us and get involved in the show. Have your say. If you can't get your points across in the live chats, then you might as well come on and have it out with me and get your point across that way. It's more fun as well. 1,100 votes in on the poll right now. Love that. United, 68% of you are saying we are going to win. Graham, who is on his way to Wembley right now. Romano stated that Agate deal isn't dead. It contradicts what Ornstein said at the beginning of the week. That's the last update from Romano, it is anyway. But Plettenberg has come out and said that Manchester United have always been communicating with. Look, the deal was off from Ornstein, and it was off because United would not accept PSG's bid. I don't think he ever really said it was definitely out. I think he just said, look, United have moved away to other targets. They won't pay what PSG want. So the deal can also come back around again. So that deal, not dead. That is United's top target, by the way. Kaz says she loves arguing with Adam. Yeah, she does. She likes winding me up as well. I cannot wait to get into the watch-along and get everyone involved again. I've not spoken to loads of people for so much time. It's going to be good. Just read they don't drop into Europa League. Thanks, Paul. Yeah, I think Glenn was saying the same thing. That would be fantastic. He was just renewed his member as well, Paul. You're a legend, mate. Thank you very much. Random 4, home and away. Yep, I know all of that. Compost Smurf, cheers again, buddy. It's more money, isn't it? That's what they're doing. They're making more money out of the Europa League. That's it. And guys, what's your team for today? What's everybody going with? Who are you playing? Like, the back pretty much takes care of itself, doesn't it? We already spoke about it last night. It'll be probably Maguire and Leacher, or Evans and Leacher. I'm guessing Dalot one side, Amas the other, and Anna in goal. The midfield, quite open. Could be Casemiro, could be McTominay. I think Bruno will play. Obviously, you've got Eriksen there. You've got Mount. You've got Mainu, who's available as well. And then you've got Xerxes, Sancho, Ahmad, Garnacho, Palestra. You've got plenty of options. Antonov, Rashford. There's loads of options up front. So, yeah, really looking forward to seeing what Ten Hag goes with in that one as well. 40 likes away from the 500 live, guys. Legends, thank you. Keep liking. Cheers, everyone. What is everybody's pick for today? Who plays the false 9? That's what I want to ask. Who is playing the false 9? Is Xerxes going to go straight in? He is definitely going to be seen and get his first minutes in a United shirt today. 100%. I think that's been made clear. I think Ten Hag has even been saying that. I think everybody who's gone squad-wise has got a chance of getting minutes today. There'll be the back ends of the squad, like maybe Collier and Wheatley. I don't think Wheatley's in that squad. I'm not sure now. I can't remember if Wheatley was actually in the squad. I'd be surprised if he wasn't. But we've got plenty of players that need game time. And like we said last night, let's not forget, like, this is still pre-season. And some players that haven't played for a while need some minutes in the legs. So we should have a pretty strong team. Our team will be stronger than City's. Therefore, I think making us the favourites for the game. 100%, I think. So, yeah, I'm really confident that we will get the win. I really don't give two shits about who actually wins it. I'm more bothered about next Friday. And today, really, is I just don't want to see anybody walking off that pitch with an injury or any injury concerns at all. Bruno's false 9 with Mount at 10, says Adam. What else have we got in there now? I need Maguire, McTominay and Eriksen out too, says True Crew. Ericsson will definitely be gone next summer. I think Maguire will be gone next summer as well. I think the only one who's got half a chance is McTominay, but like I said before, I think McTominay will definitely be leaving Manchester United. And there is a chance, I feel, like last week of the window, McTominay says his goodbyes to United. I do, because I think United have lined up players ready. Like last summer, we weren't ready for Fulham's bid. Otherwise, I think United would have accepted it. But we didn't have another player lined up in time. INEOS this time got plenty of players lined up to replace McTominay. Adam, 100%, 1,000,000% correct. Fulham is what matters. Yes, it is, mate. Beating them is everything to Manchester United. That is it. I don't care about City today. I do. I want us to win, and I think we'll win. But reality is, tomorrow I'll forget about that derby. I'll be looking ahead to Fulham. That's all I care about. Just to go over everything that's happened already, if you are just joining us, 1,400 in the room. We've had that for quite a while now. Legends. Loving the numbers at the moment and everyone's commitment to the channel. Fantastic. Gabriel says if we get 500 likes, we're going to get 5 donated memberships, guys. So we've got 19 likes to go, and then 5 lucky people will be drawn out of the hat by YouTube to get a membership. There is members content coming, and an opening members content video coming this week before the season with a little look ahead, a sneak preview as to what's coming. So members, if you want to be a member, it's there, guys, to join. You choose. I'm not pushing you into it. We get lots of donated memberships as well. So liking the video prompts people into generous contributions, guys. So do give the video a like. Thank you, everybody. Fantastic. And what was I just saying then? Oh, crapo. What was I saying? We did get 500 likes. That's just smashed over it. Right. Let's just go through these. Gabriel has dropped the memberships. In there are Mike Fergus, John Woods has got one. Sanil has got one. Adamski has got one. And Diolan has got one as well. Welcome. Crapo. Welcome new members. I love it. Over 500 likes in a live stream. That's mega. Thank you, guys. I think our record was 600, wasn't it? One time? About that, wasn't it? Yeah. But loving it, guys. Yeah, keep it coming in. Get your predictions in as well, guys. I want some score predictions from you. Make sure you do jump across to Tifo, guys. Look, I promise you will love it. Even if you've got it on in the background, it helps. And you can get on and have your say. It's not just about the watch along and the football. Give you your chance to come and talk transfers if you want, and everything going on with Man United. We may even do a bit of a group discussion on the watch along today with a few people having their say. So if you want to be part of it and be part of the channel, then make sure you jump up to that link in the description and in the live chat. Click on it and get yourself ready to go. All the information is there. It's completely free. Just come over and enjoy yourself, enjoy the game with us, have a beer with us, and watch Manchester United beat Man City again at Wembley. That would be great. 68% of you still holding strong on United winning the game today. We've had over 1,300 votes on the chat, on the poll. Mega. Thank you, everyone. Where are we at? What have we got score prediction-wise? Anyone going to give it 2-1 United, 4-1 to City, says the Muppet Show. Confident then, Muppet Show. Yeah, nice to see a bit of confidence in the chat there. Let me just see. 0-0, United win on penalties. Stu, we can't be having that, honestly. No more penalties. The farce of bleeding penalties in pre-season was enough, wasn't it? God, 5-1 United, says John. Let's go, John. 3-2 to United, 4-0 United, 3-2 United. Lots of United wins, lots of confidence. Andrew's going to have T4-1 in the background. Love that, Andrew. Keep it going, mate. I would love Cole Palmer. He's my favourite to come in for Manchester United. I would love to get him in. Yeah, 3-1 to United again there. I'm loving it. It's brilliant, guys. We're going to finish the show there because I'm going to go get some lunch before we kickstart the watch-along. Please do jump across. Everything is there in the link in the live chat there for you guys. Thank you all for your contributions today. Mega numbers again. We are going to be looking like Wan-Bissaka is done today, just as United pick up the Community Shield. He's out of the squad, not through injury, because this deal is done. Wan-Bissaka is a hammer. Simple as. Lindelof apparently is going to be following him out of the door. Manchester United are fully in for Agate. Negotiations are on. They have Xander Berger lined up just in case it doesn't go through. And Sancho still could be sold. There's a lot to get through. It's going to be one mental week. Kickstarting today with the game. We will be back on YouTube later on this evening after the game, guys, as well. Don't forget, we'll be going over the result of the game and talking about the match itself and any other breaking news. Stay tuned for your updates later on, guys. Make sure you subscribe to Forever United TV. We've had 100 new subscribers already just today alone, which is fantastic. So thank you, guys. I will see you all later. Enjoy the game. Come and join us over on Tifo for the game, guys. Remember that link there and have a great one. New members, super chats, mods, and current members, thank you for your contributions. I'll see you all for the game, people.